Hello, 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 good people. Hello, good people. I am Dr. Hollie Kelly, and this is Dr. Kelly's perspective for 4 April 4th, 2019. And it is a thoughtful Thursday. For those who are new to the perspective this year, 2019, I decided at the very beginning or the end of last year to take and devote Thursdays to book reviews or podcasts or um, anything that has made a difference and moved me from a place. And so I just share those. I love reading and love this new thing. It is not new. This thing called audiobooks. So I share them with you and hopefully intrigue you to go out and see what is out there to grow yourself, to move yourself, to give yourself a laugh, et cetera, et cetera. Hello, Deborah. Good evening over there. And thank you for all who are joining me. So this week's, hey, Serena. It's very nice to see you out there. This week is a book that I'm very sure that I may have mentioned before, but it wasn't on a Thoughtful Thursday, so it's not really a do-over. And unfortunately, I left the hard copy in my office. But this week's selection is Just Mercy. Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. Brian is with the Y, Stevenson is with the V. Brian Stevenson's Just Mercy. And all I will say is this, because this is what prompted me to come back. Hey, Stefan Bronston, to make sure I get it in very quickly. I saw that they're getting ready to do well, they've already started filming the movie. It's got, I shouldn't be trying to call names. I know Michael B. Jordan portrays Brian Stevenson. So Brian Stevenson is a lawyer and very much alive and well and practicing down in Alabama. He is co-founder of Equal Justice Institute. And listen, this is why this has made the Thoughtful Thursday book reading choice, is because actually I think this ought to be mandatory reading for all high schools minimally. I really do. I'm not, being extra this morning. I honestly believe this should be mandatory reading. If you are an American in particular, but for any nation that has a criminal justice system that at times may have felt like it practices injustice at times for a whole host of reasons. And this is not historical. It's not a historical book. It is a memoir of a Harvard-trained lawyer who has devoted his life to helping the most underprivileged people in this nation. And so the book centers around or really starts with one primary character, Walter McMillan. Walter McMillan has been convicted and sentenced to death row down in Alabama. And the book takes us on the journey from the very beginning through, you'll see, I'm not trying to give too much away, but I want to urge you to please read the book before we see the movie. Okay, please read the book before you see the movie. There is absolutely no way possible. Hey, classmate. Hey, Pammy. Mwah, cutie pie extraordinaire, that woman. There is no way possible that anyone can read the book and not be, or listen to it, either way. Terry, okay, you're almost the birthday boy, Terry. I was about to give you the birthday today. Next week, he's the birthday boy. There's no way you can read this book or listen to it on Audible, and Brian Stevens does the narration of his book, and not be impacted. The book will not allow you. You will not be allowed to remain nice and comfortable in what you believed about this wonderful nation that we live in. It will be an impossibility unless you simply do not have a heart. And I'm not talking about a weeping, you cry at everything. You cannot remain untouched. You cannot remain untouched by Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson after you read it or listen to the book. One of the things that he says and illustrates so powerfully throughout the book is that, you know, we as a nation are not going to be judged by our technology and our intellect and our advances and that's not how we're going to be judged. We're going to be judged by how we treat those who are most unable to defend themselves, to protect themselves, to speak up for themselves, to advocate for themselves. He says the opposite of poverty is not wealth, it's justice. It's justice. The old quit capital punishment. If you've got the capital, you can escape the punishment. He does a phenomenal job from his life's work and those who are with him and help found the Equal Justice Initiative. He just does a phenomenal job of opening our eyes. If we've never had a run-in with the law and our total exposure to the criminal justice system and criminal justice reform is from a CNN or a Fox or a New York Times article, that is the extent to our personal investment in the criminal justice system. He does an absolutely phenomenal job of opening your eyes and removing you from your cocoon of safety about, you know, Lady Liberty and the fact that she's blindfolded. Not always. So I'm trying not to give too much away other than to say, please read or get the book before you watch the movie. The movie is due to be released either late 2019 or early 20. Well, I don't know about early, but either the end of this year or 2020. So that gives you plenty of time. He also has a TED Talk out there. Again, the name is Brian Stevenson. Brian is with a Y. Stevenson is with a V. And the book is entitled Just Mercy. I try not to come on here and give you any book that I would not say, put it on your reading list. So I can't say move this one to the top. But what I am saying is you will not be left the same. You will not look at how we judge, how we criminalize, how we penalize anyone in this nation. You will not look at it the same when you get real life breathing people that you can see. This is a real person that this is happening to. Okay. And so okay, Mel, we got to talk. Maybe we can make that happen. So all I want to say is this. How we treat the condemned and incarcerated says more about our character as a nation. How individually we treat those who are not on the same status that we are on. They don't have the same background. They don't have the degrees. They don't have the same zip code. They don't have the same bank account. How we treat people who cannot do anything for us says more about us and our character than that person, ever. And Just Mercy not only leaves us with an overview of the criminal justice system and our character as a nation. And it's been a while since I've read it, but it really made me pull out the microscope and magnifying glass on Hollie. How are you treating those who are lesser, who do not have the option to give you anything back, to repay you? How are we treating them? So that is Thoughtful Thursdays. I promise you, you cannot remain the same in your thought process after reading the book. Please read it before the movie comes out. Okay, Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. I would love to get some feedback from you. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you for joining me. And until capital, oh, that's what. If you've got the capital, you escape the punishment. I'm telling you, Mary, you've got to. And again, for all those who subscribe to Audible, it's already out on Audible. It's been out, and he is the narrator. Just let me hear from you. Let me hear from you, and afterwards, how your thought process has changed. That's what I'm most interested in. Okay, until next time, take real good care of yourselves.